why would you do that? And then she said to me, whatever Sean wants, Sean gets. When you talking about consenting adults, there's too many times that I was with Cassie and Diddy. My ex-wife's birthday party one year, we were in Miami and I pulled up to Diddy's house in a 100-foot yacht, you know what I'm saying? He's like, me and Cassie, we in the house, you and your wife want to come in and kick it. We came, kicked the jet skis, kicked it or whatnot, and that's the night, you know, and just to clean it up, the way you introduced me, I never saw any abusive behavior towards Diddy. While being there with Diddy and Cassie and my wife and other friends and other celebrities, and all I made reference to is the influence he had over the culture. That's all I was speaking of, because he saw a white woman in the club who I saw him notice. I was like, what is he doing? Because he stopped in mid everything, and he jumps down. He comes to tell Cassie, hey, I want you to cut shade aside of your head. Now, I thought that was crazy. Yeah, I was like, what? Why would you do that? And then she said to me, whatever Sean wants, Sean gets. And after that, it's like that was the perfect time for them to drop the whole
But that's very interesting.
lawsuit.
Very interesting what you're saying, because I think what you're saying is that it may have been mischaracterized as being a non-consensual thing, that he was, you know, forcing her to do this, but that she was happy to do it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's not like he said, hey, get over here and grab her by the neck, cut your hair off tomorrow. No, he said, baby, yo, I just saw something really dope. Tomorrow, he was enthused, he was hyped. We was having a good time, we was partying. He's like, my ex-wife was sitting right here, Cassie's sitting on this side of me, the rest of the crew, we kicking it. And he said, I think it'll be really dope. I just want you to shave the side of your head. And she was like, shave the side of my head? He's like, yeah, it's gonna be big, trust me. And she said, okay. And he walked back, got back on we went and lived, he jumped back on it's not a stage, but the bar or whatever, and he puts his whistle back in his mouth, and get back to the party. And I'm like, are you really gonna do this? And that's when she said what she said to me, like, yeah, if he wanted. And I remember her calling me 2 days later and sending me the picture of her hair. And I was like, whoa, you really did it. And from there, I saw that trend take off. So that's all I was saying in that space that I was speaking.